Welcome to Raining Blue and White. I'm your host, Robert, and this is the place where we plan to talk about Penn State football and college football in general. Our main goal here is to cut the bull, being as lean and mean fighting defense as versatile as pro-style offense. Let's get rolling. Okay, championship week, folks. It is lovely, the end of college football besides the Army-Navy game next week. So let's get into the games. Let's double check here. I'm going to give also the days and everything. I think there is one championship game this week. Let's double check here. I'm just going to get it up on my phone so I at least give you if it's tonight or tomorrow. Let's see. I got pretty much I'm on my phone trying to get the onto ESPN. Just let's see here. Get it loaded up. Okay. The first one is tonight, which is the Pac-12 championship game. I hate saying that, but it is Oregon versus Washington, a rematch of this year. I give it a 2 to 23 point spread. I give the advantage to Washington, 55 to pretty much that. About 45 for Oregon. I give more advantage to Washington because of that reason. Oregon is – I didn't see much out of the first game they faced each other, which this one's going to be on a neutral site, which is going to be in the – pretty much what we call the Death Star in Las Vegas. Okay, let's get into the next game, which will be – let's see here. I'm looking – okay, the Big 12 game, which is Oklahoma and Texas. Which this one I say a 3 to 21 point spread. I give the slight edge to Texas on this. Sad to say, Oklahoma State, I don't know exactly. I don't think they faced each other, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. As you can say, I give the slight edge, meaning it's almost a 50-50 shot with this game. Okay, that game is the noon game. Then also, let's jump to the 3 o'clock game, which is the SEC championship game. I give that a 3 to 28 point spread. I give a heavy edge for Georgia against Alabama. So I give for Georgia to win this game, I give it about almost a 60% chance of winning it. So Alabama has 40, and Georgia, I'm not sure really who will win this 100%, but if Georgia wins and Alabama actually comes out pretty decently, I think this could be won by 3 points, but I still give the edge to Georgia on that. Okay, let's look at the phone to see which one's next. Okay, then it's the Big Ten championship game at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Michigan and Iowa. This can get out of hand. I give Michigan the huge advantage. If Iowa comes out to play, I think it could be a 3-point game, but that's highly doubted. Most likely, I think this could be end up almost either a 45-point blowout or a 40-point spread in general if Iowa even scores. I give a huge advantage to Michigan. I would say almost this for Michigan, their chance of winning in this game, I would say about 85 to 95%. It's just I've seen them play against Penn State, and they got blown out big time. Then the last big power school conference game, the ACC championship, which that will be a 7 o'clock game tomorrow, which is Florida State versus Louisville. And of course, I've heard in the news that, of course, I'm looking for there it is. And I've already heard Jordan Travis is out. I still say this could be a 3 to 40 point spread because I know Florida State's pretty good, very good. Louisville, it's been kind of up and down season almost, but they played very well. It's like they either won close or they won big, or when they lost pretty decently. What I've heard, but I've not seen many Louisville games. I saw the win against Notre Dame, which that was a shocker, but that was a close win. If Florida State ends up doing well with the backup, this could end up becoming a real good game, which I would say right now, the Louisville-Florida State game is a 50-50 split on who can win this game. The other ones, there's very few. I said that actually we're that close. It was like slightly one side or other, a slight edge, but in this case, this is almost 50-50. Okay, next week, it will be the last game. I will do a spread prediction. Then we're starting into the debriefing of the conferences, meaning my impressions of how each conference start off with the Power 5 conferences, then work into some of the Group of 5 conferences. I already decided on the first one will be the Big Ten, of course, because I live in Texas. Still Big Ten school conference area this year. But I did talk to a few fans of some of the teams in the Big 12. So we'll be starting the Big 12, which will be quite interesting to talk about how we talked at the beginning of the year. Because I had a conversation with Cousins Corner at the beginning of the year. I'm actually quite impressed with their team. Because I'll just say it right now, the way I saw West Virginia, because Coos is a West Virginia fan, I thought they're going to go 7-5. They actually, I was like, I even said it. It's kind of hard to look at their schedule to pull out an 8th win, and somehow this year they pulled it off. I give congratulations to Coos and the Fighting Mountaineers. They did a great job this year. I was actually surprised by that. Heck, the Pitt game was a big surprise too. I was like, oh, what the heck happened to Pitt? But Pitt has been a disaster this year, so that you'll hear that in the ACC debriefing of the conferences. So I'll see you next week for the Army-Navy game. And I'm going to say what I will say about this. Beat Navy. For the rest of us, we are Penn State. The rest of you, lock and load. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Follow me on X. See you next time.